So that's Google, Stitcher, Castbox, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you listen to your podcast. Just search for the Wholesaling Mastermind podcast on Google. Trust me, you'll see it right there. All right. So that's about it in terms of the housekeeping. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the actual topics that I want to touch base on today. So, first things first, I've been hearing some murmurs going on. It's been like this little hush hush kind of conversation that's been going on amongst some of the, if you want to call them heavy hitters in the industry, and it's that deal flow seems to have been going down, right? So it seems like there's not as many deals to kind of split amongst everyone in the space. It's just not as many. If you're looking at your stats from last year and the year before and the year before compared to 2022, you're likely seeing a decrease in how many leads you're getting in on a weekly/monthly basis. Obviously, that's not everybody, but some of the people that I've been speaking with, there's been some murmurs going on. But I have a theory on why this is happening. See, back when I first got started in the wholesaling space, and I heard somebody state this really, really good. Basically, when I got started back in 2016, the only question that we had to answer for a seller was, what does a wholesaler do? What does an investor do? So basically, we'll just have to break down like, yeah, we're gonna buy your house. You're not gonna have to pay any closing costs. You're not gonna have to fix the property, so on and so forth. We're basically just kind of telling them the general aspects. Now, a lot of people know who wholesalers are. So now we have to answer the question, what makes you different? Right? So what I think is really, really going on is that a lot of people are seeing less deals coming into their pipeline, despite the fact that I think that more deals are actually being sold via wholesalers now than back when I first got started. There's way more wholesalers, and a lot of these big boy companies are buying their deals from wholesalers. The question is, where are these deals going then? Like, why are there less deals actually, able to split amongst everyone? My theory is this. I think that since there's been such a large influx of new wholesalers coming into the space, that's causing a lot of the heavy hitter buyers to only buy more and more and more deals from the people that they're already comfortable with. The people that are already the big boys are just selling more deals to their buyers. So the people that's on the quote unquote bottom, like the brand new wholesaler or, somebody, that's been out here in the game for a while, but maybe they're using the same exact strategies that they were using before, so on and so forth. They haven't kind of adjusted along the way. Those people are seeing less deals. It's just less trickling down because a lot of these deals are being bought by iBuyers or hedge funds and things like that. We've got a lot of new buyers coming into the space, just like we've got lots of new wholesalers. So I think when you add all of these factors together, it puts us in a position where there's just less deals to go around. And this is what I've been hearing other people say too. Like, your favorite guru may not be closing as many deals as you think they are in all reality, or they're starting to transition over into different methods like subject to deals, lease options, buying properties themselves and taking them down. And yeah, they may be like, oh yeah, we closed 3 deals this month for 65,000, but like 2 of them were like flips that they did, and like 1 of them was like a wholesale deal where they maybe got 2,500. I'm telling y'all, man, like it's been a thing that's going on. I'm not saying like no one's closing or anything like that or whatever, but this is just the conversations that I've been hearing. Something that I wanted to address in the podcast, kind of give y'all some game, let y'all know what's going on out here. Now, I honestly don't think that it has to affect business in a horrible way or something like that or whatever. We've definitely got more than enough opportunities to go around, but you have to make yourself different. You got to stand out from the pack, and you've got to have legendary connections out here. I think it's very, very important. Like, now is the time where networking and relationships is more important now than it's ever been in the history of wholesaling, in my opinion. The people out here that have the most solid buyers are the ones that's getting the job done, or the ones that, have the ability to take the properties down themselves or have private capital to be able to help them take down these deals. Those are the people that are really winning right now, not necessarily the people that are just getting started out here. Oh, shucky ducky. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay. So, but yeah, go guys. That's basically like my little theory when it comes to why I've been hearing these murmurs go around about like, man, I haven't been getting as many deals, da da da, and things of that nature or whatever. But I think regardless of that, we have to adjust. We have to kind of move along the way or whatever, and not just stick with one idea, one way of doing things. We have to be willing to be flexible, in other words, in the wholesaling space. That's the only way that we're gonna be able to sustain ourselves. So for you guys that's just getting started out here, I say get as knowledgeable as possible about real estate. Don't just kind of lock yourself into a wholesale box, which is nothing wrong with getting these wholesale dollars. I think that that's absolutely amazing. But I do think that you should learn these other strategies. You should be learning other, creative financing strategies, other ways to get out here and get to these deals. So you're not just beholden to how many wholesale deals can I get this month. And if you are just getting started, another thing is keep in mind, volume is important. How many people you're reaching out to is one of the most important pieces of your business. Is one of the most important determinants of like, are you actually closing deals or not? Because if you aren't TTP, like Brent Daniels would say, salute to Brent Daniels. If you aren't TTP, then you're not going to be getting no bread out here. You got to be talking to people to get money. You have to be making offers. And if you're not talking to people, how can you make offers? All right. So we got to be shooting anyway. But yeah, though, guys, that's just kind of like the first thing that I wanted to touch base on. It's a lot of new wholesalers coming into the market, and a larger percentage of deals are being bought by wholesalers. Well, like they're being bought. A lot more of wholesalers' deals are being bought, but I believe that they're being bought by a smaller percentage of the overall market of wholesalers available out there, because there's a lot of wholesalers and there's just not as many real life I'm ready to go buyers. So therefore, like, the buyers aren't just going to work with every random newbie wholesaler out there. They're going to buy more deals from the guys that they know are already getting the job done. So people that may have fell off a little bit, like, it's going to be harder for them to kind of pick back up that steam because someone else is taking their place. It's a lot of competition out here. It's a lot of new wholesalers. So like I said, right now is the time where you want to be getting the best relationships possible, really making yourself a staple in your community. I think that that's super, super important right now, guys. Anyway, though, man, so all right, so the next topic that I want to touch base on is going to be, here we go. All right, so let's just search law. Let's just search this up real quick, see what we working with.